Good morning, everybody. This is Robert from RJL 518, welcoming you to another exciting edition of Inside Pitch. This is the 1977 One and Gone. This is game number 24, semifinal number 2. It's the number 22 New York Mets at 64 and 98, taking on the number 7 Pittsburgh Pirates at 96 and 66. The upstart New York Mets. Well, how did this team get here? Well, let's take a look at the bracket. The New York Mets took out the Minnesota Twins in game number 1. Then they went ahead and beat the Boston Red Sox in game number 16 here. They beat the Red Sox, and the Mets pulled off a win against the Yankees in game number 22. Both these games ended against the Red Sox and the Yankees. Both these games ended on a double play. On a range play, double play to Bud Harrelson at shortstop, who came in place for, really, you guys need to check these games out. And even this game against the Twins was pretty good. Today, however, the Mets take on the Pittsburgh Pirates. The Pirates got there by taking out the Toronto Blue Jays in game number 8, eliminating the Cincinnati Reds in game number 18, and then outlasting the California Angels in game number 21. This was a crazy game also. So you might want to check that game out in my playlist on my channel and check to see how that works. Today's pitching matchup is the number 4 starters for each team. It will be Craig Swan, who I chose over John Matlack for the Mets, and Bruce Kison for the Pirates. This game is at Three River Stadium. So this actually is the first. This is actually the first National League game that the Mets are at. So they do not have the DH. The pitchers bat here. So it's the first National League game. So that's interesting. As they've beaten all American League teams, now they got to beat the Pirates. This Pirates team was excellent. 96 and 66 and 77. The Mets were awful, but the Mets have gotten some great plays made on defense and in offense to pull it out. But now we'll see what happens here. The winner of this game will go play the Kansas City Royals at Royal Stadium for the 1977 One and Gone Championship. Starting pitcher for the 1977 Pittsburgh Pirates will be Bruce Kison. Bruce Kison, 9-10 with a 4.90 ERA. And he will start here at Three River Stadium as Dave at Baseball Demos joins me. Inside Pitch Rules and Protection for you. Bottom of the 12th, 1 out, runner on first. Batter doubles and throw chart. Result is 6-6. Rules say runners score and throw cut off a rundown, but makes no sense. Yeah, I know. I actually, I know that. I know. It says lead runner advances, ball caught off, trailing runner is caught. Like I said, that is something I did. That's one thing I did see. Throw chart result is a 6-6. Rules say runner score and throw cut off a rundown, but makes no sense. I know that's the thing. That's the one thing about some of these charts. But as you said, Dave, no game is perfect. Every game has its own little nuances. Believe it or not, last night I actually played a test game of APA Master Edition. I did not stream it. I wanted to play that by myself, and that game was actually pretty good. But we're going to play some inside pitch here as Bruce Kison will start. And leading off for the New York Mets will be third baseman Lenny Randall. Here we go. Game number 24. You played it that the lead runner held. All right. Game number 24, semifinal number 2, Steeler fan 1933 joins me. Winner here plays the Royals. It starts with a 3-6. That's an error on a grounder. Randall, 6-2. That is going to be a pop out to third. And that is out number 1. No error, of course, on a pop out. Next up is second baseman Felix Mion. 6-1. That is a blank. Mion, 2-4. That's a pop out to first. So they're popping things out of here so far at Three River Stadium. Left fielder Steve Henderson. 2-5 on Kison. That is a range play at the ballpark. Three River Stadium, 4-4. That is a fly ball to left field. Oliver's out there. His range is a 4. He will not make the play. Is that a single or double? That is going to be a double for Steve Henderson as he hits that into left. And Henderson gets a 2-out double. He will hold it first. Second base, I should say. Here's the right fielder, Dave King Kong Kingman. Still 2 outs, runner on second. Kison will pitch to Kingman. Can the Mets get a quick run? 3-6, another error on a grounder check. Kingman 6-3, that is a ground ball to third. The ball is hit to Garner's error rating is a 6, but that's an 18. Garner will have it, throws to first, and gets the final out. Nothing for the Mets. They do get a hit. We go to the bottom of the first inning. Bears Den 007 joins me here at Three Rivers Stadium. Starting pitcher for the 1977 New York Mets will be Craig Swan. 9-10, a 4.23 ERA. I chose him over John Matlack. It was very, very close between the two. I thought Swan with the better running, with more wins. The ERA between the two is very close. We'll see if it makes any difference, though. Leading off, shortstop for the Pirates, Frank Taveras. Lead runner held. Swan's pitch, 3-5, error on a grounder. Taveras, 4-5. That is going to be a single past the third baseman, and the third baseman is Randall. Error rating is a 9, but that is a 13. There's no error, so Taveras will just make first and have to hold, and will hold there. Leadoff man is on, and that will bring up third baseman Phil Garner. Anything on Strat? Strat says a 20. Swan throws to first, and that is a 15. Taveras gets back. Infield, of course, halfway. Hello from sunny but cold Cleveland, Ohio. Kevin Hayes says hi. Tribe Fan 879 says hi. I could say hello from cloudy but warm South Florida. Sorry to do that to you, Tribe Fan. Temperatures today, actually in South Florida, are in nice 70s as we're now beginning to cool off a little bit. Swan's pitch, 2-2, a walk plus 10. And that will walk Garner easily with a 1 on the dice. So it looks like the Pirates are going to be in business with runners at first and second, nobody out. Here is the right fielder, Dave Parker. Infield still halfway. Anything on a Strat roll. A 5. Taveras, let's see. Steal third is possible. 12. Plus 2 is a 14. Divided by 2 is a 7. And Stearns has no arm rating. And plus 2 would be a 9. So, yeah, Taveras. Okay, so that's a 7. So Taveras does have the third, can steal third. Stolen base rating 16. Plus 2 is an 18. Yeah, he'll still try to steal third. 16, and he gets it. So Taveras will steal third. Phil Garner holds at first. So now runners at the corners, as Taveras does steal third. And the infield will stay halfway. And we'll re-roll Strat again. That is an 18. Nothing happening this time. That's okay. Circle of life in Ohio. Yep. Swan's pitch, 2-5 against the lefty. That is a blank. Parker, 2-5. And that is going to be a single into center field. The Pirates will get on the board first. Taveras comes in to score. Garner's base running rating is a 4. -1 on a single to center is 3. Mazzilli has no extra arm rating. So a 1-3. Garner gets the third. It is a 5. He does not. He will hold. Parker's safe at first, and the Pirates get on top 1-0. Here is the first baseman, Bill Robinson. Runners at first and second, Craig Swan not getting off a good start for the Mets. Anything on the Strat roll? We have a 10, nothing happening. Swan's pitch, 6-2. That is a blank. Robinson, 3-4. That is a single past third base for a base hit. Garner's base running rating is a 4. It has to be a 5 to get to home past the third. So Garner will hold at third. Parker goes to second. Robinson at first. And the bases are juiced. Bases loaded, nobody out. Bottom of the first inning. Pirates already got a run in. And the batter is left fielder Al Oliver. Infield is still halfway. Still trying to get some outs. They're going to go talk to Swan for a moment. Now they'll back off and let him pitch. Anything on Strat? That is a 5. Let's see. Garner, still attempt rating 6 is an 8. Divide that by 5. Nope, nothing happening. Garner will not try to steal home. So here we go. Pitch from Swan. That is a 5-4. Strikeout chance, and an 8 is going to be too high. Three River Stadium subtracts 1 from strikeouts, 2 from walks. No homer adjustment. Oliver gets the swing. 5-5. That is a star line 2, and that is a ground ball. That is a ground ball to second base. Phil Garner has to try to come home with the infield halfway. They're gonna just turn the double play. They're gonna let the run score. So let's see. Double play 2 plus 1 is 3. 1 is 4. Ground ball to second. Flynn has no arm rating. A 1-4. They will turn the double play. It is a 5. They don't. So Garner will come in to score. Parker goes to third. Robinson is out at second. And Oliver is safe at first. 1 out, but it's now 2-0 as they couldn't turn the double play. 2-0 Pirates. So that goes as a fielder's choice, but the run does come in. Here is the second baseman, Rennie Stinnett. The infield is still halfway. Stadium golf claps. Well, actually, stadium cheers. Yay! Because they still get a run. Anything on Strat? That is a 16. Nothing happening. Swan will pitch. 5-4. Strikeout chance. A 4 will not get him. Stinnett with a 4 minus 1 is a 3. So Three River Stadium helps Stinnett. Stinnett will swing 2-5. That is a pop out to second base. That helps the Mets a little bit. Pop out, 2 down. Now the infield goes back to normal. For the catcher, Ed Ott. Great baseball name, Ed Ott. For Remain 90 joins us here now at Three River Stadium for this semifinal of the 1977 One and Gone. Anything on a Strat? That is a 5. Let's see. Oliver could steal if he wants, but I think he'll hold with stealing base rating. He only had, but I think he'll hold. I'll let Odd bat. Swan will pitch 2-3. That is a blank. Ott swings 4-6. That is a single into left field. The inning continues. Parker, of course, does come in to score. Oliver, base running rating 3 plus 2 outs is a 4. To get from first to third, minus 2 is a 2. And the ball was hit to left field, which is Henderson, no arm rating. A 1-2, Oliver makes it to third. It is a 3. He does not. He holds. But another run for the Pirates. And it's 3-0 as Pittsburgh is showing the Mets so far how it's done. Runners at first and second with 2 outs. Here is the center fielder, Omar Moreno. Is there a best or fastest way to separate those IP cards? No, there really isn't. It takes me an hour and a half to separate the cards. When I was getting the early seasons, there was only 16 teams. Now I'm getting the modern day seasons where there are 30 teams. It takes about a good hour and a half to separate the cards. almost 2 hours. And you really don't want to rush it. Take your time. Do each card separately. Really. Just do each card separately. Take your time. You don't want to rip them. These cards are not cheap. Runners at first and second, 2 outs. Mets can't get out the inning. Let's see if anything on a strat roll here. 19. Moreno will, nothing going on. Doesn't separate the ballparks in Baltimore. Take your time. Really, take your time. Pitch from Swan, 6-6, a walk plus 10. Oh boy, this is not good. 17, a 9 will walk Moreno. And the bases are loaded again. That does bring up the pitcher, Bruce Kison, so the Pirates send all 9 men to the plate here in the bottom of the first. Not looking good for my Mets. Anything on a strat? A 4. Let's see. Nothing happening. No. Craig Swan will pitch. And that is a 5-2. Hit by pitch, but nothing happening. That 13 is too high. Kison swings 1-5, and he grounds out to second to finally end the inning. 3 runs for the Pirates on 1, 2, 3, 4 hits. A couple of walks and a fielder's choice. At the end of 1, the Pirates have a 3-0 lead. Timeout. Not a good start for the Mets and Craig Swan. Maybe I should have went with Matlack. I don't think it would have made a difference. This Pirates lineup is killer. Top of the second, here's the catcher, John Stearns. We'll see if the Mets can get anything back. Kison will pitch. And that is a 3-1 strikeout chance that he gets him. Stearns will strike out. Kison had 122 strikeouts that year. Here is Lee Mazzilli, center fielder. 1-1, that is at the ballpark. Three Rivers Stadium, 1-2. That is a ground out to second. Next batter is the first baseman, John Milner. 1-1 again. That's at the ballpark. Three Rivers Stadium, 4-2. That's going to be a double to right field for Milner. He will head to second base. 2-out double. But can the shortstop, Doug Flynn, do something with it? Anything on Strat? Strat says a 14, nothing happening. Milner on its second. Here's the pitch. Kison, 3-5. That is a home run check, but Flynn has no home runs at all. He didn't hit any in 1977. So that becomes a blank. Nothing, no adjustment for Three River Stadium. So Flynn gets to swing 6-4, and he just grounds out to second. Nothing for the Mets on a hit. We go to the bottom of the second inning. We'll see if Craig Swan has settled down a little bit. As the Pirates sent all 9 men to the plate in the first, here is Frank Taveras. He's 1 for 1. Swan's pitch, 3-1. That is a range play. Taveras, 6-5. That's a ground ball to short. The ball is hit to Flynn. His range is a 3. He will make the play. Throws to first. Out number 1. Next up is Garner. Swan's pitch, 6-4. That is against a righty. That is a blank. Garner swings, 3-1. That is a line drive hit right to second. And Milan goes ahead and makes the catch for out number 2. Here is Dave Parker. Swan, 3-1. That is another range play. Parker, 2-1. Starline, 5. That's a fly ball to center. Mazzilli's range out there is a 3. He will not make the catch. Is it a single or a double? It is a single. Parker holds it first. As the ball dropped, as Mazzilli rushed in but couldn't make the play, it dropped in front of Mazzilli, and he'll throw it in, but Parker is safe at first base. Second hit for Parker in this game. And that is a garbage call. Garbage call. Here is Bill Robinson. Anything on Strat? That is a 12. Nothing happening. With 2 outs, infield is normal by the Mets. Swan's pitch, 2-4. That is a range play at the ballpark. Three River Stadium, 6-4. That is a Starline 4. That's a fly ball to left. The ball is hit to Henderson. His range is a 3. Can he make the play? Yes, Henderson reaches over there, and he'll get there. And it's a fly out to left, and the inning is over. So the Mets do a better. So Swan has a better inning, still allows a hit, but it's still 3-0 in favor of the Bucks. Top of the third coming up. The leadoff batter is Craig Swan, the pitcher. He will hit. Too early to go to the bullpen, even down 3-0. Kison's pitch, that is a 3-6. That's an error on a grounder. Swan, 4-2. That is a hit to center. That's a hit. That's a ball hit to center field. That is an 8, and that's going to be a single for Craig Swan. The ball is hit to center, and that is Moreno. His error rating is a 5. That is so we got to re-roll that, and that is a 17. Moreno will not make an error, but Swan's on first. Base hit for the pitcher. The Mets have their leadoff runner on. Here is Lenny Randall. Yes, the winner faces the Royals at Royal Stadium, no matter what. Royals were the number 1 seed. They will host the game, whether who wins between the Mets or the Pirates. Anything on Strat? That is a 14. Nothing happening. Here's Randall. Nobody out. Infield is halfway. Kison, 3-3. That is a blank. Randall, 3-4. Fly ball to right field. Out number 1. Swan stays at first, obviously. Here is Felix Mian. Strat roll is an 18. Mian, nothing going on. Here's the pitch. 6-2 from Kison. That is a strikeout chance. That 18 is way too high. Mian swings 3-2. It's a line drive into third. Line out to third. And not a chance to get the runner on. There's a runner on first base, but there is no way he can get Swan. So there is 2 outs. So that just goes the line out to third, and Swan will get back easily. It won't even be a throw. 2 outs now. Infield goes back to normal. Here is Steve Henderson. Strat roll says a 9. Nothing happening. Kison's pitch. 6-5. That's a double question mark. That 4 is going to be too high for any of the left or righty. So that is a blank. Henderson will take the swing. 2-4. It's a hit to left field. That is a 9 against a righty. And that's going to be a triple for Steve Henderson. Henderson smacks a triple. How about that? Henderson a triple. He will go to third. Swan, of course, comes in to score. It's now 3-1. Steve Henderson, big triple. Gets the Mets on the board. And now a chance for Dave King Kong Kingman. Runner on third. Infield is normal. Strat roll says a 20. Kison tries to pick him off at third. It's a 13. Henderson gets back. Henderson on at third. Kingman the batter now. 2 outs. Kison's pitch. 2-6. That is a blank. Kingman swings. 1-5. Starline 3. He'll ground out to first, and that will end the inning. The Mets get 1 run on 2 hits. And it is now 3-1 going in the bottom of the third. Still lots of baseball left to play. Turn the light on a little bit so you guys can see. Here is Al Oliver. He'll lead off for Pittsburgh in the bottom of the third. Swan pitches 1-5. That is a blank. He's not tired. Oliver 1-3. Ground out to second base. Nice play by Mian. 1 man down. Now Rennie Stinnett. Swan 6-6. That is a walk plus 10. That 10 will allow Stinnett to walk. And he will trot down to first. That is the third walk issued by Swan. Infield now halfway for Ed Ott. Strat roll says a 4. Let's see, Stinnett. That is a possible steal. Stinnett 12 plus 2 is 14. Nothing concerns a 1 to 14 for Rennie Stinnett to steal. A 1 to 14 for Rennie Stinnett to steal. He had 28 stolen bases. You're up by 2 runs. 1 to 14. I don't know. What do we think? Do we send Stinnett for a steal attempt? 1 to 14, he makes it. Anybody think so? Or let Ed Ott bat? Normally this, because remember, I use the strat roll as a suggestion, not hard and fast. The steal is on for Stinnett. It would be a 1 to 14 for him to get to second base. Anybody have any ideas? Going once? Going twice? Nope. Okay. What I'm going to do is I'm going to roll a D. His base running rating is a 3. 1 to 3, he steals. 4 to 6, he doesn't. No, he will not. Play on. 5-5 from Swan. That is a blank. Ott, 1-2. Single. Doesn't matter. Single into center, past second base. Stinnett's base running rating is a 3. And on a single past second, he will have that to make third. And Ed Ott makes it there. So a base hit for Ott. And Stinnett will get to third base. So once again, the Pirates are in business. Tim Pepper joins me here at Three Rivers Stadium. Runners at the corners with 1 out. The batter is Omar Moreno. They're going to play the infield in. They cannot allow any more runs to score. Moreno's double play rating is low. So the infield is in. Moreno walked his last time up. Anything on Strat? 12. Nothing happening. Pitch from Swan. 3-3. Home run check. Home run question mark. Moreno's a lefty. A 1 to 12. That is a 19. That is too high. So no home run. But Moreno does get the swing. That is a 1-6. And it's a ground out to second base. Now the infield is in. Stinnett's base running rating is a 1. There's a 1 with the infield in. A chance with a double play. 1 plus 1 would be a 2. The only double play they have is throw home to first. So the question is, do I send Stinnett? His base running rating is a 1. I don't think so. But let's find out. I'll roll a 1. He goes home. It's a 6. No, he does not. So the auto out goes to first base for out number 2. As Ott will move to second. So Rennie Stinnett does not go home. Now there's 2 outs. Now the infield is normal. That's how you do an infield in. Here's Bruce Kison. He will bat with runners at second and third. And that is just a fielder's choice, a ground out. If he doesn't run, you take the auto out at first. Now the infield normal. Swan's pitch. That is a 5-2 hit by pitch. Not happening there. So Kison will throw. Kison will bat. 5-2 for Kison. Kison, it's a double. A pitcher smacks a double, and Kison was a very good hitter. Batted .261. 5-2, he gets a double. Stinnett will score. Ott will score. Kison to second. Pirates lead 5-1. Stadium cheers. Yay! A double for Bruce Kison. And the Pirates now lead it 5-1. And that's probably going to be it for Swan. The batter now is Frank Taveras. As Swan is getting smacked around here so far. But we'll see if they can get done with the inning. 2 outs, Kison on it for second base. No Strat. Yeah. Swan will pitch at Taveras. That is a 5-6. That's a strikeout chance. That 6 will get him. He will strike out Taveras. And the inning is over, but 2 more runs for the Pirates on 2 hits. A big 2 RBI double by the pitcher, Bruce Kison. At the end of 3, the Bucks are leading 5-1. Top of the 4th. We got more Mets action later tonight as well. Payoff pitch 1985. The Philadelphia Phillies take on the New York Mets. Steve Carlton versus Dwight Gooden. Better not miss that. Although Carlton did not have a very good year in 85. But still, lefty versus the doctor. Can't miss a game like that. Top of the 4th, 5-1 Pirates. Kison back on the mound. Here is John Stearns for the Mets. Kison's pitch 1-2 against the righty. Strikeout chance, and the 8 will get him. He strikes out Stearns for the second time today. As that 9 is made of -1 is an 8. Here is Lee Mazzilli. Kison 3-5. Home run check. 17 is going to be too high for Mazzilli. Mazzilli will swing 6-6, and he grounds out to first. No voice. Jeez, I don't know what the hell's wrong with my voice these days. Been yelling too much. Here is John Milner. Kison's pitch, 5-6. That is an error on a throw. Milner, 5-3. Starline 5. That will be a fly out to left. There will be no error, obviously. And a 1-2-3 inning for Kison. We go to the bottom of the 4th. Still 5-1 in favor of the Bucks. As right now, the Metropolitans just not cutting it. That's going to be it for Swan. Phil Garner due to come in, so Swan is done. We'll see a new pitcher for the Mets. Bringing a right-hander, I'm pretty sure. Who's going to pitch? Let's see. The Mets are going to bring in Bob Apodaca. He will pitch now. So here's Apodaca to try to stop the bleeding. 4-8, 5 saves, 3.43 ERA. He will pitch to Phil Garner to start the bottom of the 4th. Mets going to the bullpen early, as Swan was ineffective. No fatigue or anything like that. Every pitcher's available except for the starter that pitched the day before. Starters I will bring in if all relief pitchers are used. Apodaca's pitch, 1-4. Home run check. Home run question mark. Garner is a righty. That is a 117 will be too high. Garner does swing 4-5, and he grounds out to short for out number 1. Dave Parker, Tribe fan says, don't worry, I say that for every strat set. Yeah, like I said, you got to be careful separating the cards, but take your time with them. Don't rush them. Sooner or later, you'll do it. 1 out. Pitch now to Parker. Parker is 2 for 2 today. 1-5 for Apodaca. That is a blank. Parker's 6-2. Grounds out to second base. First time Parker's been retired in this game. And now Bill Robinson. Apodaca 4-6. Strikeout chance. 7 gets him. He will strike out Robinson. And for the first time in this game, the Mets retire the Pirates in order. A 1-2-3 inning for Apodaca. At the end of 4, the Pirates still lead the Mets 5-1. Top of the 5th. Kison is pretty strong. Here is Doug Flynn. He'll lead off for the Mets. Kison's pitch. 3-3. That is a blank on Kison's card. Flynn swings 4-1. That's a fly out to center. Out number 1. Pinch hitter coming in for Apodaca. As Apodaca will be gone. Pinch hitter coming in. Let's see who the Mets want to bring in. And that will be Bruce Beauclair. Bruce Beauclair was the DH for the Mets in the 3 games in the American League ballparks. Kison with the pitch. That is a 6-2 strikeout chance. 12 is too high. Beauclair gets the swing. 3-2. Single into center field. Beauclair has a pinch hit single. Second time the pitcher spot came up with a hit. Beauclair on it first. Here is Lenny Randall. Infield goes halfway. Anything on strat? A 1. Beauclair, let's see. It's 12 plus 2 is 14. Minus 1. A 1-13 for Beauclair to steal. You're down by 4 runs. No, you're not stealing. So I'll call off the steal, and I'll let Randall hit. Although the availability of it was there, but I'll call that off. You're down by 4 runs. You're not stealing. Kison's pitch. 2-5. Range play at the ballpark. Three River Stadium. 1-2. Ground ball to second. The ball is hit the net. His range is a 5. He will not make the play. It gets past him. It's going to be a single. A 1-5 and a 6 is rolled. It just gets past the net. So that becomes an S4. Bruce Beauclair's base running rating is a 4. He needs to be a 3 to make third. He will. Beauclair goes to third. Randall at first. And the Mets are in business now with a base hit by Randall, who gets it past the net. Runners at the corners with 1 out. Here is Felix Millan. Can the Mets make some sort of a comeback? Infield is still halfway. Actually, I forgot it was a range play. It's -1 to the range anyway. I forgot, but he didn't make it anyway. So runners at first and third. Felix Millan at the plate. Anything on the strat? It is an 18. Nothing happening. Infield is still halfway. They're playing for the double play. Kison 1-1. That's at the ballpark. Three River Stadium, 1-5. Single into center field. Beauclair will score automatically. It's a single plus. So Beauclair comes in to score. Automatic 2 bases for Randall. Millan on it first. His base running rating is a 3. Hit to center. Moreno has no arm. A 1-3. Millan turns this into a double. It is a 4. He will hold at first base. But it's now 5-2. The run comes in to score. Here is Steve Henderson. Henderson is 2 for 2, a double and a triple. Infield still halfway. Still playing for 2. But now the tying run at the plate for the Mets. Anything on Strat? That's a 3. Randall, see, 6 divided by 5. Henderson, no, he's not doing a hit and run. Mian is not doing a hit and run, so no. A possible hit and run was a possibility, but I'll call that off. Henderson has 2 strikes out too much. 5-2, bases, runners at the corners. Kison with the pitch. That is a 6-1. It's a blank. Henderson swings. It's a 5-4 and a ground ball back to Kison. Randall is coming home. Henderson's double play a 2. Nothing from Kison. +1 is a 3. Henderson is a right-handed batter, so the second baseman's the pivot man, which is Stinnett. He has no rating. They're going to try to turn 2. A 1-3. This is a double play. It is a 5. It is not. So Mian is thrown out at second. Henderson beats the throw to first. Randall does score. It's now 5-3. 5-3 Pirates. 2 outs. Mets are not going quietly into the night. Henderson does get a run in, though. 2 outs now. Infield will be normal. And here is Dave Kingman. King Kong Kingman. He's 0 for 2. Strat roll. 14. Nothing happening. Henderson on it first. Here's the pitch. 4-3. Hit by pitch. Yeah, he hit him. Hit by pitch 11 plus 6, 17. That is a 12. And Kison hits Kingman and puts the tying run on base. Ugh. As Kingman says, okay, I'm fine, but I'll feel that tomorrow. And now the batter is John Stearns with 2 outs. Stearns has struck out twice. Kison will pitch to Stearns. 5-3 Pirates. 2 outs. Infield normal. Strat roll says a 10. Nothing happening. Kison will pitch. 2-5. That is a range play at the ballpark. Three Rivers Stadium. 3-4. That is a home run center field possibility. That's a home run center field. Stearns' rating against the righties, the 12. That is a 19. There is no home run. Now, does the center fielder make the play? The ball is hit to center field. That is Moreno. His range is a 5. Does he make the play? Yes, he does. Moreno will get there and make the catch since it was not a home run. So then what you got to do, the first thing I got to do is find out if it's a home run. It is not a home run. As Stearns did not have, was the 19 was higher than Stearns against a right-handed pitcher. Then you check the range play, and Moreno does make the catch, and that does end the inning. But the Mets get 2 runs on 3 hits, and they're back in the game down 5-3. Oh, Stearns almost had it. And the Three Rivers Stadium crowd goes, Hugh. We'll go to the bottom of the 5th. Does Kingman have 4 cards for all the teams he played in 77? Well, not with inside pitch, no, because he only does 1 card for each. Only does 1 card per player. Payoff pitch, I don't know. I have to open up my 77 set to look, but I got that sealed at the moment. But I don't know with payoff pitch. I think he does. I'm not sure. We go to the bottom of the 5th inning. We'll see a new pitcher For the Mets, Al Oliver leads off. We got two lefties and a righty coming up, so the Mets will probably bring in a lefty here. And coming on to pitch for the Mets is going to be Paul Siebert. Siebert will pitch for the Mets in the bottom of the fifth. Score is now 5-3. Just wondering, Stratomatic does. No, I've never seen Stratomatic make player cards for every one player card for 4 different teams. I've never seen SOM do that. Stratomatic doesn't even give you complete teams. They don't even give you complete teams. Al Oliver will go up against Siebert. Bottom of the fifth, now 5-3. Siebert's pitch, 5-2, walk plus 10. And that 14, he'll walk him. 17 becomes a 17, even with the -2 from TRS. And that's a 14. He does walk Oliver. Not a good way to start. That puts a runner on first base, and the batter is Rennie Stinnett. That is a 1. Oliver could steal if he wants to. 9 + 1 is 10. Stearns, no rating. Stinnett bats .336. No, you're not stealing with Stinnett at the plate. So we'll call off the steal rate, call off the steal, and Stinnett will hit normally. Pitch from Siebert, 3-4. That's a blank. Stinnett swings, 4-1. Fly ball center field. That'll get caught by Mazzilli for out number 1. Next up is Ed Ott. Ott's having a good game today. He's 2 for 2. 18. Nothing happening. Siebert's pitch. 3-1. Range play. Ed Ott. 2-4. That's a star line 1. That is going to be a fly ball to center field. Mazzilli's range is a 3. Does he make the play? No, he does not. Is it a single or a double? That's a base hit. So it's a single 8. Oliver's base running rating is a 3. -1 is a 2. Mazzilli's arm is a 0. So a 1-2, Oliver will make it to third. That is a 2, and he does. Ott stays at first. That's the third hit of the game for Ed Ott, and Oliver makes it to third. The batter now is Moreno. That's Siebert in a little bit of trouble now. Mets are going to call. Siebert's got a lousy double play rating. Mets are going to call the infield in and try to make sure that Oliver doesn't score. Runners at first and third. Anything on Strat? That is an 18. Moreno, nothing. No bunt. Oliver at third, Ott at first. Siebert with the pitch. 2-2, strikeout chance. 8 gets him. Siebert strikes out Moreno. That is a huge strikeout. 2 men down. The batter now is supposed to be the pitcher, Bruce Kison. Kison will be tired at the end of the next inning no matter what. I know Kison bats .261, but I think you got to bring in I know he bats .261, and he has a double in this game. Do we let Kison bat, or do I go to the bench? Do I let him bat, or does he go to the bench? Anybody have an idea? Do I let Bruce Kison bat, or do I bring in a pinch hitter and start the Pirate bullpen? What do you guys think? Anybody have any ideas? Going once, going twice. Looks like I got to make the call. All right. I'm going to yank Kison. He's done well, but the Mets have been hitting him a little bit, so I'm going to take Kison out. He will be done, and they will go to the bench. Seabird is a lefty, so they'll bring in, I'm pretty sure, a righty. And that is going to be Duffy Dyer. So Duffy Dyer will come on and bat for Kison, as that will be it for him. Runners at the corners, Duffy Dyer will bat for Pittsburgh now. The infield is normal. Let's see if anything on Strat. Strat says a 15, nothing happening. Siebert's pitch. 6-1, range play. Dyer, 1-4. That's a ground ball back to Siebert. His range is a 1. Can he roll it? No, it gets past Siebert. That's going to be a base hit as Dyer hits it right up the middle. Oliver will score. He will score. Ed Ott, base running rating is a 2. In order to get to third, he has to have a 4, becomes a 3. So he will not make it to third. But Duffy Dyer, a pinch hit, pitch hit, RBI single, 6-3 Pirates. A shot hit right back to Siebert. He couldn't make the play. Runners at first and second for Frank Taveras. 2 outs. Siebert is now tired, but they're going to see if they can get him to get through the inning. Anything on it? Am I still rolling? Yes, I'm still rolling Strat. Strat roll 19. Taveras not bunting with 2 outs. Siebert's pitch 5-4. That's going to be a strikeout chance. The 12 is too high. Taveras will swing 2-2. Single past second base. It's a base hit. Ed Ott's base running rating is a 2. He will score from second. Ott comes in. Duffy Dyer's base running rating is a 1. He will not make third. He holds at second. Taveras on at first. Base hit for Taveras. RBI single. And it is now 7-3. It's now 7-3 Pirates. With still 2 outs. And the batter is Phil Garner. My mistake, you're right. There are 2 cards, Kingman's National League and American League. Yep. Three River Stadium. The Pirates get those runs back, now lead it 7-3. Runners at first and second. I got no choice. I have to take Siebert out. He's been ineffective, so Siebert will come out. Mets will go to the pen again. And coming on to pitch will be Nino Espinoza. He is a starter, but he did relieve, so he will come in. Espinoza started the second game of their tournament, so he is available. 2 outs. Now 7-3. Anything on Strat? 8, nothing happening. Espinoza will pitch. 3-1. That is at the ballpark. Three River Stadium, 4-6. Ground out at the plate. And that's a play by Stearns. He will throw to first and end the inning. 2 runs for the Pirates on 3 hits and a couple of walks. At the end of 5, Pirates again ahead by 4 runs, leading it 7-3. It's like when the Mets get some runs, the Pirates get them right back. But the Pirates should be winning this game. They're the better team. Top of the 6th coming up. Lee Mazzilli, the leadoff batter for the Mets. And the Pirates are going to the pen. Got a switch hitter, a left and a right. So, in that case, I'll just go with the best non-closer. Let's see. Jackson, 386. The Pirates are going to bring in Kent Tekulve. 10-1, 7 saves, 3.06 ERA. Ticovey will pitch to Mazzilli here to start the top of the 6th inning. Lots of action in this game. But the Pirates now lead it 7-3. Ticovey's pitch. 1-3, error on a throw. Mazzilli, 4-3, single into left field. That's a base hit. Mazzilli starts off with a single. The ball is hit to left field. That is Oliver. There won't be an error on it. There won't be a throwing error. And Mazzilli's safe at first. That's Mazzilli's first hit of the game. And of course, it would only been applicable for runner advancement anyway. So Lee Mazzilli will be safe at first base. Here is John Milner. Milner got a double early in this game. He's 1 for 2. Infield is halfway. Am I still rolling for Strat? Yes, I am. Strat roll 19. Milner is nothing going on. Ticovey will pitch. That is a 3-5. That's a range play at the ballpark. Three River Stadium, 2-2. It's a fly ball to right field. That's Parker out there. His range is a 5. He will make the play, and that is out number 1. Parker tracks it down easily. Fly ball to right, and the batter will be Doug Flynn. Anything on a Strat? 12, nothing. 1 out now. Ticovey's pitch. 3-1, Starline. That is a ground out to third base. Flynn's double play rating is a 1, -1 is 0. So only on a 1, they're going to, let's see, second base. That is hit. That's hit to third base, actually. Second base is pivot, which is Stinnett. He has no rating. So only on a 1, they turn the double play. It is a 4. So Mazzilli, his base running rating is reduced by 1 with the infield halfway. So they throw out Mazzilli. Flynn is safe at first. But there are now 2 outs. Fielder's choice. Espinosa due to bat. The Mets will go to the bench. And they're going to go with Ed Kranepool. He'll bat against Ticovey with a runner on first. 2 outs. Anything on Strat? That is a 5. Nothing happening. Ticovey's pitch to Kranepool. That's a 5-5. That is a strikeout chance. The 18 will be too high. Kranepool swings. 1-1. Single left field. Base hit. Flynn's base running rating is a 3. Becomes a 4 with 2 outs. Still a -2. The ball is hit to left field. Oliver -1. So a 1, Flynn will get the third. It is a 2. He does not. He has to hold it second. But Kranepool keeps the inning alive. That is the third base hit from the pitcher spot. And now a chance for Lenny Randall. Kingman has great home run stats on his American League card versus left and Strat, but has a worse fielding first baseman than his National League stats. Well, probably Kingman might have been more of a DH in the American League. He was probably a DH in the American League. They probably used him more for that than a hitter, than a fielder possibly. I don't know. I have to look, but I'm sure. But knowing how not a great first baseman Kingman was, all right, or fielder, they might have used him as a DH. I don't know. 2 outs. Runners at first and second. Lenny Randall, the batter. Chance for the Mets. That is a 9. Nothing happening on the Strat. Can Randall get the Mets a few runs? Pitch. 6-5. That is a blank. Ticovey is not tired. Ticovey is not tired. Randall swings. 5-1. Single left field. How about that? Randall gets a base hit. Doug Flynn's base running rating is a 3. +1 with 2 outs is 4. Left fielder Oliver -1. Oh boy. A 1-3. Flynn will score. It is a 4. He doesn't. Flynn holds it third. Mets getting hits but not getting runs. But the bases are loaded for Felix Millan. Oh boy. Bases are loaded for Felix Millan. Might be going to the bench. Let's see. Yes, we're going to go to the bench. The Mets are going to go to the bench. This is Millan's 4th at bat, so I can replace him. And let's see, bring in a lefty. If I want to, or I could bring him in. Don't want to bring him in. I usually have to go away at bats. Let's see. What do I want to do here? Let's see. Coming on to pinch hit for Millan is going to be Ron Hodges. He will pinch hit. Taking over at second base will be Joel Youngblood. He'll take over at second. So out goes Millan. Youngblood will come in now. A better second baseman. So Ron Hodges will pinch hit with 2 outs. Bases loaded. Anything on Strat? A 17. Nothing happening. Fans here at Three Rivers Stadium on their feet, hoping Tekulve can get out Hodges. Tekulve's pitch. That's a 6-1. It is a blank. It is a blank. Hodges gets the swing. 5-6. Fly ball center field. That'll end the inning. And the side is retired. Lots of excitement, but the Mets can't get in any runs. Still 7-3 in favor of the Pirates. No runs. There were 3 hits in that inning. Bottom of the 6th coming up. New pitcher for the Mets. Leading off for the Pirates is Parker. It will be Bob Myrick. He will come in and pitch. 2-2, 2 saves, 3.61 ERA. Dave Parker leads off. 4-2, error on a throw. Parker, 5-4. That is a single to right field. The ball is hit to Kingman. There's no error, so Parker will hold it first. And Parker has his 3rd base hit of the game. And now Bill Robinson, infield halfway. Am I still rolling Strat? The answer is yes. Strat rolls 7, nothing happening. Possible hit and run, but I'm not going to hit and run with Robinson. Myrick will pitch 6-2 against a righty. That is a blank. Robinson 4-3 against the lefty. That is a fly out to left field. Out number 1. And now Al Oliver. Strat roll says 10. Nothing happening. Myrick, 4-3. That's a blank. Oliver swings 5-4. Ground out to second base. Oliver's double play rating 2, 3, plus 1 is 4. Shortstop, no addition. A 1-4, they turn it. It is a 6. Parker will make second base, and the throw goes to first to get Oliver. 2 outs. Here is Rennie Stinnett. Stinnett is 0 for 2. Infield normal. Parker on its second. And more junk calls. Myrick's pitch. 1-4. That is a walk plus 10. Stinnett is a 13 will allow Stinnett to walk. Stinnett trots down to first. May have been intentional, don't know. But now the batter is Ed Ott. Ott having a heck of a game. He's 3 for 3. Rolling Strat. And 18. Nothing happening. 2 outs. Myrick the pitcher. 5-1. That's a strikeout chance. The 6 will get Ott. Strikes out Ott. Ott goes down for the first time in this game. No runs for the Pirates. They do get a hit. Still 7-3 Pittsburgh. Got to admit, it may be 7-3, but the score does not tell the game. Mets are getting many opportunities, but just not cashing in. Myrick has a few more batters. We go to the top of the 7th. Steve Henderson leads off. Tovey is now tired, so they're going to take him out, and they will go to the pen. Got 3 right-handers coming up, so I'm sure they'll bring in a right-handed pitcher. Let's see who they want to bring in. Don't know if you want to bring in the closer yet. Goose Gossage is their best right-hander. I could bring in somebody else, but I don't think they'd bring him in this situation. Maybe for 1 inning. They're going to bring in Larry Demery. 6-5 with a save, a 5.08 ERA. Larry Demery's a righty. They want to save Gossage for the last 2 innings. Steve Henderson leads off for the Mets here in the top of the 7th. But I will have Demery on a short leash in case the Pirates get in some real trouble. But they do have a 4-run lead, though. Demery's pitch, 3-4 against the righty. That is a star line, and that will be a ground out to third. As they get Henderson out, 1 down. Here is Dave King Kong Kingman. Demery, 5-4. That's a blank. Kingman, 5-3. Fly out center. Fly out to center field. Moreno makes the catch. And now John Stearns. Demery, 4-5. Range play at the ballpark. 6-6 Three River Stadium. That is a possible home run to the opposite field. Possible homer to the opposite field. John Stearns' home run rating is a 12. That's a 9, and that ball is gone. That ball is gone. John Stearns hits that one to right field, and Dave Parker can only see it go away. And John Stearns finally gets the home run, although it would have been better if he got it at the time he really needed it. But it's a homer for Stearns. Home run for Stearns. It's now 7-4. And now Lee Mazzilli, as Three River Stadium helps out the Mets. Now Mazzilli, the batter, with 2 outs. Mazzilli is 1 for 3. 6-1, Demery is a blank. Mazzilli 3-3, and that is a ground out to third. Mets do get a run on 1 hit, a solo homer by Stearns. 7-4, not done yet. We go to the bottom of the 7th. Myrick will pitch. He's got about 3 batters before getting tired. And here is Omar Moreno. Hope you guys are enjoying this game. So far, it's wacky. Mets trying to stay within striking distance, but the Pirates showing how good they really are. Myrick's pitch, 4-4. That is a strikeout chance. 14 is going to be too high. Three River Stadium subtracts 1 from the left-handed pitcher from Moreno. So that's not a strikeout. Moreno gets the swing, 6-5, but he grounds out to short anyway. That's out number 1. Demery is due to bat. They'll go to the bench. Probably bring in a right-hander. And it will be, for the Pirates, Fernando Gonzalez. He will bat against Myrick. The pitcher spots in this game for both teams has been excellent. The pitcher spots are 5 for 6 combined. Myrick will pitch. 6-4. That is a blank. Gonzalez 2-5. Line drive right to short. Flynn gloves it. Out number 2. Flynn gloves it. Out number 2. Top of the order here is Frank Taveras. Myrick, 6-6 against a righty. That is a blank. Taveras, 2-1. Single past shortstop. Base hit. Taveras will hold it first. That is Taveras' 3rd hit of the game. And now Phil Garner. Myrick is now tired. He is due to bat 3rd, so Myrick is going to come out. The Mets will go to the pen again. They're going to go with Skip Lockwood. No, I'm sorry, not Lockwood. My bad. Wait a minute. I don't know if I want to bring him in just yet. Timeout. They're going to go with Rick Baldwin. Rick Baldwin will pitch against Garner with 2 outs here. He's due to bat 3rd, so they want to see if they can just get one man out if possible. Rick Baldwin, 1-2 and a save, 4.45 ERA, 2 outs. And we are rolling Strat. And that is a 3. Taveras, maybe so here. Taveras, the steal is on. 16 plus 2 is 18. Stearns is no rating. A 1-18 for Taveras to steal second. Sure. Rolls the 3 and he easily steals second on Baldwin. Stolen base for Taveras. Now we re-roll the Strat again. That is a 19. This time nothing happening. Infield is still normal. Baldwin will pitch to Garner. That is a 1-5. It is a blank. Garner swings 3-5. Start a line 2, and that's a ground out to short. And that will end the inning. No runs, a hit for the Pirates. At the end of 7, it is still 7-4. The Mets are the Cinderella team. Can they somehow come back on Pittsburgh? We go to the top of the 8th. The winner here plays the Royals tomorrow in the championship game. John Milner leads off. See who the Pirates want to bring out the pitch. Milner is a lefty. Let's see, got a left, right, and a pinch hitter coming up for the Mets. They're going to go with Grant Jackson. Grant Jackson will pitch to Milner. Jackson 5-3, 4 saves, 3.86 ERA. They're going to go with the left on left. Milner, however, is 1 for 3, bats .255. He will bat. So Grant Jackson against Milner. Jackson's pitch. 3-5. That is an error on a grounder. Milner 1-1 against the lefty. That is a fly ball center field. What a good call. Fly out to center. That would have been a double if Jackson was a right-hander. And that is 1 out. Good call by the Pittsburgh manager. Doug Flynn is due next to bat. He's going to be pulled. Bud Harrelson will take over at shortstop. But we'll see a pinch hitter, though, against Jackson. And it will be Mike Vail. Jackson's going to be pulled. Jackson's going to be pulled. And they're now they're going to bring in, now they'll bring in Gossage. So here is Goose Gossage against Mike Vail in the top of the 8th. 7-4, 1 out. Gossage can pick the 7 batters before being tired. See if Gossage can get him 5 outs. But the last 2 times one time Gossage was completely ineffective. Pitch from Gossage. 5-3, ball 1, wild pitch. Re-roll. 6-2, range play. Vail swings. 3-1 against the righty. Ground ball to short. Taveras is there. His range is a 4. It's a 6. He will not get it. It gets past Taveras. Vail is safe at first. Vail is on first. Baldwin due to bat. Mets will go to the bench again. Now they have no more lefties, so now we go to... Coming up will be Roy Steiger. Roy Steiger will bat against Gossage. But Harrelson will take over at shortstop. He is definitely the better fielder. Runner on first. Let's see what Strat says. I'm still rolling Strat. Actually, no, I'm not rolling Strat. Now it's 11. But I'll roll for a pickoff, and there isn't. Infield halfway. Vail on it first. Gossage will pitch. 2-3. A walk plus 10, and that 1 walks Steiger. Runners at first and second. 1 out. And the batter now is Randall. Gossage being asked to get some outs, and he hasn't gotten any outs yet. Still 1 out, top of the 8th, 7-4. God damn, I can't talk. Sorry, guys. Dang. I got to take a break from this, at least a month off or something. I don't know. Vail on it second, Steiger on it first. Randall the batter now. Tying run at the plate, 1 out. No Strat roll, but I'll roll for pickoff. That's an 11, nothing happening. Gossage will pitch to Randall. Randall is a switch hitter. Infield halfway, looking for 2. Gossage, 3-1 against the lefty. That's a blank. Randall swings, 5-1, single left field. Vale's base running rating is a 2. In order to get to home, he adds +1, which is a 3. Oliver -1 on the arm is a 2. A 1-2, Vale will score. It is a 4. He doesn't. He can't come home. But the bases are loaded. And the batter is Joel Youngblood, who took over at second base for Milan. With 1 out, infield halfway. They'll keep it that way. Wow, the Mets just were not getting the base running in order to score. Bases loaded, 1 out, top of the 8th. Can you believe this? Gossage still hasn't gotten anybody out yet. Joel Youngblood will bat against Gossage. 1 out, infield halfway still. I'll roll for Strat, see if there's a pickoff. There is not. Because there's no Strat roll right now because it's 7 minus 4 is 3, plus 8 is 11. Goss fans here at Three River Stadium on their feet cheering on Goose. Here's the pitch. It's a 1-3 against a righty. That is a blank. Youngblood swings 6-2. Ground ball to second base. Youngblood's double play rating is a 4. Nothing from Gossage. Shortstop, Tavares, no. A 1-4. They will turn this double play. It is a 3, and they do. Ground ball second. Throws to short. Back to first for 2. Double play. The Pirates get out of it. And that is a 5. And of course, Gossage has special K, but it doesn't. But that is higher than a special K, so it is a double play. Oh, wow. 4-6-3. No runs, 2 hits. Again, base runners can't come in to score. That's what's killing the Mets. Their base running is not doing it. So many base hits, but they couldn't get anybody in. Bottom of the 8th inning, still 7-4. Dave Parker will bat for the Pirates in the bottom of the 8th. New pitcher for the Mets. The Mets are out of lefties, except the starters, so the Mets will have to now go with Skip Lockwood to try to keep this a 7-4 game. How many base hits have the Mets hit where a runner could score and didn't? Lockwood will now pitch to Parker. Bottom of the 8th inning, 7-4. Lockwood's pitch, 2-1 against the lefty. That is a blank. Parker, 4-5. That's a single past second base. That is a base hit. Parker goes to first. Parker is 4 for 5 in this game. He's got 4 singles. Here's Bill Robinson. I will roll Strat for pickoff. There is none. Lockwood will pitch. 4-3. That's a strikeout chance, and the 11 will get him. Robinson is a 12. -1 is 11. That is an 11, and he strikes out Robinson. 1 out. Here is Al Oliver. Infield, of course, is halfway. Nothing on Strat. Lockwood will pitch. 2-6. Strikeout chance, 22 high. Oliver swings 5-4. Ground ball to second base. Oliver's double play rating's 2. +1 is a 3. Harrelson gives nothing to a pivot, so a 1-3 they'll turn to. It is a 4. Parker is thrown out at second. Oliver makes first. 2 outs. Even though Parker's base run rating is a 4, the base running rating is lowered by 1 when the infield is halfway, so he is thrown out at second, which pretty much allows more fielders' choices. 2 outs now for Rennie Stinnett. Still 7-4. Strat roll. 20. Lockwood throws to first. That's an 18. Oliver gets back. Now they roll. Lockwood 3-6 against the righty. Strikeout plus 10. That 18 is still going to be too high. Stinnett gets the swing. 6-5. And that is a ground ball to shortstop. And they will throw, and he will throw to second to get Oliver, and the inning is over. No runs for the Pirates. They do get a hit. At the end of 8, it is 7-4. Last chance for the Mets. How many base runners did they strand? Should be keeping track of left on base. I really should. Stranded a lot of runners that should have came in on hits. Top of the 9th, Goose Gossage. He is not tired yet. He will be after the 3rd batter. They're going to go with him. And it is Steve Henderson leading off for the Mets. Pirates 3 outs away from playing the Royals in the championship game of this 1977 one and gone. Pitch from Gossage. 1-4. Strikeout plus 10. Yes, he will get Henderson. 1 out. Strikes out Henderson. And now King Kong. Gossage. 5-4 against the righty. That is a home run check, and that one is hit high. That one is hit deep. That one is gone. Home run, Dave Kingman. On a 5-4, it's a home run straight against the righty. Kingman has a 20 on both of them. Don't even have to roll. Don't even have to look at the die. Kingman gets a solo shot. But too bad there were no runners on base. But it is now 7-5 as Kingman gets a home run. And now John Stearns, still 1 out. He hit a home run his last time up. They'll stick with Gossage. Gossage 1-6, strikeout plus 10, and yes, he will get Stearns on that. Struck him out, 2 down. And the last chance for the Mets will be Lee Mazzilli, every girl's favorite guy. Gossage will pitch. That's a 5-4. Another home run check. But that 12 is going to be too high for Mazzilli's 6. So Mazzilli does get the hit. Gossage throws another bad pitch. Can Mazzilli do something with it? 2-1. Yes, single past Gossage. It's a base hit. The Mets will bring the tying run to the plate. Mazzilli gets a single. The batter now is John Milner. Gossage is now tired. But they're going to go with him to keep him out there and try to get this save. He's the best pitcher they got in the bullpen. 2 outs. Milner, the batter. He is the tying run. Milner does have home run power against rights. Mazzilli on it first. 7-5. I will roll Strat. No pickoff. Gossage will pitch to Milner. Pitch. 1-2. That is a double question mark. And against the lefty, that is a blank. That is also a fatigue number, which means Gossage will have to be removed after this hit. But Milner swings. He gets a chance. 3-5. And it's going to be a Starline 4. It's a ground ball to second base. Up with it is Stinnett. He has it. He will throw to first, and that is the ball game. Pirates beat the Mets 7-5. 1 run on 2 hits. But what a ball game as the Mets gave the Pirates everything they could in this game. But the better team definitely won. Give you guys a final line score here. What a game. That was a good one. For the Pirates, 7 runs, 13 hits, no errors. For the Mets, 5 runs, 15 hits, no errors. The winning pitcher is Bruce Kison. The Mets never tied the game up, and Swan does take the loss. Gossage will get the save. The Pittsburgh Pirates will beat the Mets 7-5. They move on. They will play the Kansas City Royals tomorrow at Royal Stadium. It was a nice run for the Mets. I do have a special announcement. The next thing up for Inside Pitch will be, because tomorrow being the championship game, next up for Inside Pitch will be another one and gone. I wanted to do 2015 next, but I did not get that season yet. So coming on starting December 1st will be the 1985 one and gone. Since I am doing 85 for the Payoff Pitch, but I said let's do 85 for one and gone. So 1985 one and gone will be next before we go to 2015 for a one and gone. So that will be next, 85. And we will start that December 1st because after the championship game, I got to catch up on my Inside Pitch history games. I want to catch up with those because I now have seasons up to 2007. So I got to catch up with some of the Inside Pitch history games. So we'll have history games starting again after tomorrow's 77 championship. And then December 1st, we'll start the 1985 one and gone with Inside Pitch. What a ball game here at Three Rivers Stadium. I thought it was a lot of fun. Mets gave everything the Pirates could handle. Steeler fan, 1933, Tim Pepper, Bears Den 007, Kevin Hayes, TriFed 879 for Remain 90. Baseball demos at Dave, always an honor when you join me, sir. You're one of the best out there. Thank you, sir. For all of you for joining me tonight. We will see you later for Payoff Pitch 85. The Phillies take on the Mets. Steve Lefty versus the Doctor. I don't think you want to miss that one tonight. And tomorrow, the 1977 one and gone championship. The Pittsburgh Pirates versus the Kansas City Royals at Royal Stadium. Join me then for tomorrow. Stay safe, healthy, smart, and strong. See you guys later. Have a good one, everyone. Take care. Pirates over the Mets 7-5. They advance to the championship.